Okay, so this is how it goes basically. Okay, first I'm gonna mute Bran in the background here. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, so this is how the whole thing works. Is Water Enchantress. If you control an adventure token, you can special summon this card from your hand. You're never really gonna do that. You can banish this card from your hand or graveyard. Add one Rite of Aramesia from your deck to your hand. If you control an adventure token, you can place one field spell that mentions adventure token from your deck face up. This effect does not come up because you don't summon Water Enchantress unless you're playing pure adventure. Then the Rite of Aramesia is if you control no adventure token, you special summon one adventure token. Fairy, Earth, level 4, attack 2000, defense 4000. Then, if you do not control Fateful Adventure, you can place one Fateful Adventure from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. You cannot activate the effects of monsters on the field the turn you activate this card, except special summon monsters. So that is important. So you can't normal summon Aliber after you activate Rite of Aramesia. So there is that little conflicting thing, but if you open Branded Opening, that does help. And so like you do have to be a little bit careful with that if you were to do this. Fateful Adventure. Once per turn, the first time a monster you control equipped with an equip spell would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. You can only use each of the following effects of Fateful Adventure once per turn. During your main phase, you can add one monster that mentions Adventure token from your deck to your hand. Then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. If a monster is normal or special summon, you can take one equip spell that mentions Adventure token from your deck and either add it to your hand or equip it to one adventure token you control. Then the Griffin. During the main phase, if you control no monsters or you control an adventure token, you can special summon this card from your hand. So this is actually important. So if you do draw the Griffin but none of the other adventure tokens, you can just special summon the Griffin. Like that is actually like something you can do. And it's a winged beast, so like you can use it as engine as well to like summon Rimbrum if you really need to, but you probably wouldn't really want to do that. So when a card or effect is activated while you control an adventure token, you can shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, negate the activation. You do need an adventure token to do the Omni negate, but he would still be a body on the board if you don't have anything else. So that is something nice to know. Negate the activation if you do destroy that card. You can only use each effect of Wandering Griffin Rider once per turn. So yeah, that's something with the whole adventure package. I'll show you it in action in this game here. Okay, so by the way, like with the adventure engine, I do want to say this was probably the best case scenario hand I could have had. I had Saronir, Ad Libitum, Foolish Burial, Branded Opening, plus Rite, so we go ahead, we activate Rite. We don't need Water Enchantress since we have the Rite already. We go ahead and get Adventure, add the Griffin, then we pitch Saronir effect to dump Retribution, Griffin Rider to special. And we go ahead, we get the Draco back, Branded Opening, pitch Foolish because I don't need it anymore, get Aliber, get Branded Fusion, this is why I think it's like pretty good, is because when you have this set up and you do have like something like Opening in your hand, you cannot be Ash Blossom at that point. Like, so you are basically free to go at that point in time entirely. So then we go ahead, we do this, Albion, and it goes to get Lubellion, Mirror Jade, Bestial Lubellion, we get Retribution, get Brand Fusion. I could have set beast if I wanted to be greedy, so I could like potentially do other stuff, but I decided not to. Or I could have done so many more things there. I also do mess up here a little bit. I decided to try and let them play a little bit. When they go for the poly, that's when I'm like, okay, now we Draco back here. Or we Griffin Rider that. I don't know why I decided to beast there. Maybe it was just to get a body off the board. So they couldn't like mass change or something like that. They go ahead and they had Miracle Fusion anyway, so I was like, alright. I have no idea if this thing is good at all. Like, the mass change won't do anything, brother. I don't target. Hero player does hero things. I go ahead and pass. The Albion, I set loss. I'm also a Papega, and I forgot to flip loss on my turn. Because I could have killed them there if I did. I decided to make Curitis here. I don't know, Curitis seemed like a good play. Well, probably not against Heroes, because Heroes just fusing something a ton. Brandon. I decided to put a Rindrum on the board. I entirely forgot that Curitis can't attack with Brandon in red, but that's okay. We decided to flip the loss in main phase 2, yep. Stratos, I'm like, okay. Pop off. Called by. Goodbye. But yeah, that was probably the best case scenario with the Adventure Engine. But yeah, that's essentially how it works.